Hey, what's up, friends? Busy Moses here. As you can tell, I'm at work, but I have an opportunity to share with you something that hopefully will be able to help some of you. Right now, I'm just waiting for my load, and so I thought I would make a quick video to update you. You remember the last video I made where we were talking about relationships and the importance of honor. Something that I had learned from Gary, I forget the last name, but one of the guys that I found on YouTube that teaches about, like marriage and parenting and that stuff. And in that video, I talked about what I had learned, that he had told us that the first thing that you need to do is to learn to honor your spouse. So he had given us 3 questions to ask our spouses. And I told you guys that I was going to ask these 3 questions to I was going to ask my wife to see the answers. Well, I'm here to update you on how that went. That did not go as I had expected. And the funny thing, here's what happened. So I get a time that I thought was an opportune time. I go to my wife, hold her, and I tell her, hey, I have some questions I want to ask you, but I want you to be candid with me, be truthful, don't try to sugarcoat anything, just give me the answers because I want those answers. And she said, okay, I will try. And so I tell her, okay, they are going to be 3 questions and they are going to be based on a scale. So from a scale of 0 to 10, I want you to give me the answers. So I start off with the first one. Okay, the first one is from 0 to 10, where do you want our marriage to be? And in my mind, I'm thinking that's like a dark question. She's just going to tell me 10, right? Well, I was surprised with the answer because the answer wasn't what I was expected. It just threw me off completely. When I asked her to tell me from a scale of 0 to 10, where do you want our marriage to be? She starts, let me see. I would think, and then she starts to make this explanation that I was not expecting. And because I realized she's starting to explain something, I'm like, no, wait. The question is from a scale of 0 to 10, where do you want our marriage to be? And she's like, that's what I'm trying to explain. In other words, I thought she was just going to give me a direct answer, but here she was trying to explain. And from now that I look back at the conversation with her, she had started, I think, at question number 2, what was supposed to be my question number 2, and then she was going to question number 3, answering question number 3, but not really giving me an answer to it. I mean, it was all this explanation. I should tell you that everything didn't go as I explained, because here I was trying to get the answers that are direct, and she was here trying to give me all these explanations of things I wasn't expecting. And so my interrupting her, telling her that, you know what, that's not what I'm asking, this is what I'm asking, and her trying to explain just made everything go completely wrong. And it so happens that as we were going back and forth, I ended up saying, okay, this didn't go as I expected. And it turns out even that statement alone, I think, was misunderstood, because I think she felt like I was being disappointed that she wasn't answering the way I thought. I mean, everything just went wrong. So I ended up telling her, like just keeping quiet and listening to what she's telling me. And now she's trying to explain, and now she's frustrated. I'm frustrated too, because it looks like she's telling me all these things that I wasn't expecting. Anyway, I ended up just saying, you know what? I explained to her that, okay, I was listening to somebody and this person said they were talking about marriage. They said that you women are better at relationship things than we are. You have a natural ability of telling if the relationship is in great condition or not than we are. So here are the 3 questions I wanted to ask. So I just told her all the 3 questions to try and, like made the whole thing and just let her understand what I was getting to. But at the end of it all, when I was thinking about what had just happened, I realized that when I go back to listen to what this guy was talking about, I realized that everything he was talking about had even just happened in that conversation alone, because this guy was saying that women and men think differently. Women have this ability. For example, if there is a house, I don't remember if he used this as an example or I'm just coming up with it. If there is a house, right, with different rooms, women have this ability of going and opening all the doors to the rooms and going in and outside the rooms. With us men, what we do is we only want to go into one room, open it, and then close it, go into another room, open it, and close it. I think my attitude was that kind of way, the way that I reason. I was trying to go one question to another question to another question, and I was expecting direct answers because I had explained to her that these are going to be 3 questions and they are of a scale from 0 to 10. I did not expect explanations. All I wanted was direct answers. The only explanation was probably in the last question. But at the end of the day, I just learned that, you know what, okay, probably I messed up. I came with the wrong expectation. I should have heard what Gary had warned us about, that women think differently than we do. So the reason I want to share this with you is to help you brothers out there. Understand that if you decide to go and ask these questions that I told you about in the previous video, when you go, don't go like I did. I went expecting a direct answer. I didn't get a direct answer. So just go in there, ask your question. If you ask the first question and it so happens that your wife is giving you all these explanations, just listen. If she happens to answer all the questions within one question, I think it may work out better for you to just listen. If you are lucky enough that she answers them as direct as you want them, then that's good. But if she's, like trying to explain, then just wait and listen to her. Maybe at the end of the conversation, you will have the answers you are looking for. So that is something that happened to me. It was kind of like something that took me by surprise. But at the end of the day, it also taught me that what Gary had talked about, that we think differently, was really true. I went in with this expectation of getting a direct answer. As men, with us, we expect, like direct answers. I thought I had been so specific in my asking, but it turns out that I handled the whole situation the wrong way. It was a learning moment for me. I hope I'm able to help you not fall into the mistake that I fell into. So that is what I wanted to share with you. Until next time, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye-bye.